I'd love a little advice, if you don't mind.
Oh my gosh, I would love to talk.
Like, how do you trust again? You know, like when you met your husband, I find that sometimes for me, like, trust is my armor.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you're talking about trust, I've had to deal with that a lot. And the thing that came to me, so when I only started dating my husband when I was 6 months pregnant. The best time to start dating someone. And a lot of trust had to come forward. And again, I was like you, it's so hard to trust people. And then I realized that if I believe in myself, and I feel like there are people out there who are trustworthy the way that I know I'm trustworthy, then there's a way for us to meet. And if somebody betrays your trust, just leave. I know that's easier said than done, but when you give yourself rules and parameters, then you stick to that. You're like, this is what I do, and I move on. Because if you don't open yourself up to trust, then you won't seem trustworthy yourself. And you have to know that if there is you exist in the world, right? Like, you, Drew, are here, and you know, even if subconsciously you don't feel like that you're worthy of self-love, you know it. You're like, I want to be happy. I want this person. I want to find this person. So you do believe in yourself. And if you exist, somebody else out there exists for you. Now, when it comes to making the decision to walk away when someone breaks your trust, I find that what's really helped me is I think about my future self. I'm like, the me in 10 years is depending on the me today to do the right thing. Like, the me today is really hoping that the me 2 years ago started working out, but I didn't. So I'm like, and then that time is past, right? Because you're like, if I could, it's so easy to look back on the past because you're not in that moment anymore. And it's exhausting and hard to get up in the morning. And it's hard to be sore after the first 2 workouts. You don't want to do anymore. But if I had started 2 years ago, today I wouldn't have all that lactic acid from just first working out and being all sore, So like, I think to myself often, like, the me today is really, really hoping that the me at 33 left that bad relationship. I was like, no, I'm going to leave. But also, I will say, when it comes to trust, I look at my children, I think, if they were in this situation, would I want them to be guarded and to not trust people? I would want them to lead with an open heart, but also be self-protective. I want them to be really kind and really strong and really protective. Does that help at all?
Very much so. Very much so. I don't know your husband at all, but he has publicly expressed how happy he is and how much his life has improved since he met you. I get it. No, I understand it. I totally see it.
Thank you so much.
And then for you, hopefully, like, does he make you laugh?
He's the funniest guy. He just is he said something yesterday I cannot remember, but he just says funny things all of the time. When I was diagnosed, this feeling came over me. And I remember when my grandmother died when I was in college, and it was such a traumatic moment. I loved her so much. Her name is Estelle, and she was the kindest person you'll ever meet. And I was there the night that she passed away. I was in the next room, and I heard my grandpa going like, honey, are you okay? And like, I go in there, it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, and I have to call 911. It's a whole thing, and she passes the next day. And I remember coming back to my bedroom, and it was the summer in Oklahoma, and it was really bright and felt warm. You're outside, that warm feeling of the summer in your body. It was not ominous. It was not scary. It wasn't like how it looked in the movies. But this was a huge day. This was a core memory. This marked something in my life. And I realized then that it's not the birthdays or the Christmases or the New Year's that I'll remember. It's like life happens on a Tuesday. It just does. And so I've thought about that a lot when it comes to my kids and being here. And that reminds me that it's all these little moments, because one day I'll be 90, and I'll be looking back on my life and I will think about those really clever, funny observations my children made, or that time that my son was lying on the ground, kicking and screaming in Whole Foods for 10 minutes. And when I'm 90 and thinking back on my life, these are the moments I'll come back to. These are the memories that I will want to be in.
Not just the big events.
No.
It is the little things.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.